Tonight, with what he's been able to do from downtown, hitting big three after big three. Really a big spark for their run going into closing out the first half and going back into the second half. But again, a collective team effort. Jaden White outstanding down in the low post, very physical. Put back after put back. Don't have the numbers in front of us right here, but I think it's safe to say those were the two key impactful players of tonight's matchup. I mean, we saw this was a game of runs. It was incredible to see how this turned out. And as Andrew Olson is joining us on camera, congrats on the big win, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. You guys, let's see if we got his mic on. We may be having some issues hearing his mic. Can we hear him now, Todd?
Test, test.
There we go.
Hey.
Starting to hear you. You guys went on an incredible run. Really, it started at the end of the first half, and then you really carried it on into the second half. You were a big part of that, helping force some turnovers, hitting some big threes, where you really stepped up in that aspect. What was going through your mind? What helped spark that big run towards the end of the first half?
You know, Coach always says finish strong, so we finished that first half strong, and then it's always important the first couple minutes of the second half setting the tone, which I don't think we did pretty well, very well in the first half. So set the tone, get some stops, get a bucket, stop bucket. So. And
you see with a lot of teams, they really struggle to keep that momentum coming out of the first half, going into the second half, because you have that halftime break. Things kind of cooled down. What was going right for you guys to keep that momentum going back in terms of not letting your guard down and not letting off on the pressure you were putting on Archbishop Murphy?
Sure. At halftime we all talked and we leveled with ourselves. We weren't playing the best that we could. Bad defense, some turnovers and just easy mistakes that we could pick up in the second half. So we had that mindset, and we should have done the first half, but luckily we came out and did it in the second half.
Absolutely. And you and Jaden White, arguably the two most impactful players of tonight's game. You guys were just a two-man wrecking crew. You guys were tremendous tonight. And what's it like having Jaden White down in the low post, who's, looked like Akeem Olajuwon out there shaking off defenders with his, with his shake down low and put back after put back. What's it been like to work with him and have him contribute to your team's offensive success?
Oh, yeah. He's a huge part of our team. Just great big man all around. Good teammate, too. So we're very lucky to have him, and he's been stepping it up the past couple games. So we're proud of the upswing we're on.
And you guys, of course, got Edmonds Woodway coming up on the 21st, which will be a big in-conference matchup. And you guys, again, with your second win of the season, you guys had went through a little bit of a route with a 5-game losing streak. Talk about how this can create some momentum going into the next matchup and getting back on the right foot again to continue on with the early start of the season.
Yeah, this was huge. We had a rough 4 games, and then we played at South Kitsap, and I thought we played pretty well. We just played against a tough opponent. But now we finally got that win under our belt, so we're on the right track. And I think playing at home is huge for us. So I think that's another home game.
Absolutely. Well, we got a T-shirt for you to honor your performance.
Sweet. What's that? Oh, yeah. Good luck.
For your performance, to honor you for your performance tonight as our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game.
Sweet. With
a big performance from Andrew Olson, helping lead the Everett Seagulls to a 55-48 win over the Archbishop Murphy Wildcats. And that will pretty much do it for us here at Everett High School. On behalf of my producer, Todd Elvig, our star of the game, Andrew Olson, I'm David Gillespie saying so long from Everett High School, and we'll see you next time here, right here on STSPN.